What happens when a MAGA star breaks with Trump over Epstein files? Threats and power. Maya traces the history and community stakes. Leo brings forensic skepticism. This rupture could reshape the GOP, injustice probes, and national trust. I'm Ethan. Listen closely. Tonight, an alliance splinters in public. President Donald Trump versus Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene. The clash spans party discipline, the Epstein records, and Greene's safety claims. And there are conflicting accounts of what exactly triggered the rupture. Verified timeline. Greene has been repositioned with higher-profile media, critiquing GOP handling of the shutdown in healthcare, and urging focus at home over frequent foreign trips. She joined a petition to force release of federal Epstein files, calling resistance a huge miscalculation. Trump escalated from rebukes to pulling his endorsement, branding her wacky and a lightweight, and flirting with backing a primary challenger. He defended his travel. If he did not go overseas, we might be in a war with China, and cast the Epstein focus as a partisan hoax.
Look, it is like they put truth serum in the MAGA water cooler. Greene says it is astonishing how hard he is fighting to stop the Epstein files from coming out. That is not fringe. That is a whistle on intimidation and on a culture that protects power over victims.
Politics is full of breakups. A romance without a ring. Taking on Trump in a war of words is risky. This is his game. Make yourself the example, and the base may prefer the fighter to the critic who does nothing but complain, complain, complain.
On safety, Greene says the online pile brought threats and that private security firms warned her. Capitol Police report rising threat assessments in recent years. That is the climate around a vote that is already polarizing the House.
Substance check. House oversight has released tens of thousands of pages, but federal files remain sealed. Greene says victims she met cleared Trump and still want sunlight. Her line, "I do not worship or serve Donald Trump. I serve my district," punctures the personality cult.
Or it is theater. The president wants prosecutors digging into Democratic ties to Epstein. If that becomes an active probe, justice will not dump files mid-case. That is not a cover-up. That is how prosecutions work. Sunlight after charges, not before.
What sparked the break? One account says a bleak statewide poll cooled Trump on Greene. Another ties it directly to her Epstein text and the petition push. There is also debate over her trajectory, genuine recalibration, or attention-seeking pivot with heavy baggage.
And do not ignore the distraction incentive. Commentators warn of saber rattling abroad to change the subject. Forces moved, no authorization, no clear goals. Boy, would it change the subject. Congress should be asserting oversight, not chasing shiny objects.
Hold on. Voters care about groceries, rent, and gas more than insider drama. Argue all day about files. If prices sting, they tune out. Foreign trips or not, results matter. Pick fights that lower costs, not ones that keep a tabloid saga in the headlines.
But this vote is a rare bipartisan flashpoint. A handful of Republicans joined Democrats to force it because transparency is a basic test. If the system shields the powerful, people lose faith that any law applies equally. As I argued earlier, party discipline is slipping. After recent losses, some on the right are asking if proximity to Trump helps or hurts. If Greene weathers this, others may feel free to break ranks on healthcare and budgets he sidelined during the shutdown.
She can raise money, sure, but Trump still shapes primaries. Personal responsibility says pass appropriations, do oversight, and stop trying to win online. If the right challenger shows up, 2026 could remind her who actually hires and fires.
Open questions. What do unreleased files show? How far will justice go? And do threats escalate? Watch the House maneuvering on the vote, any new probes, and whether this rift becomes a realignment. Next time, we test the results against the promises.